Sandy Frank here. Now, normally this is a slot on my channel on a day where we would show a PSA return or a submission or something like that. But I'm actually completely caught up in all of my PSA videos. I do have one order at PSA right now, but they're kind of behind again. So there's going to be a little gap here of where I don't have like a PSA submission and returns video to show. So I thought, let's fill this slot with a new show. And I was thinking, what is, to me, probably the biggest issue in our hobby of collecting cards and stuff. And this goes for TCGs, goes for non-sports cards, goes for sports cards, all stuff that I love. And that is breaking. So let me first, in this first episode, our name of our show is going to be Bad Breakers. And this first episode, we'll kind of dig into the premise of the show. I'll do like a little, we'll refine the show over time. But first, let's talk about what is breaking. If you're like new to the hobby, maybe you are excited for Wimby emerging. If you're excited about Otani and wanting to get back into collecting cards, maybe some of these new rookies in baseball have you excited, and you're coming back to the hobby, it's a different world probably than what you left. So today's hobby world is dominated by something called breakers. So here's the premise of a breaker. So you have a box. Let's say this is just a little cheap example here. This is a mega box of 2024 Topps Chrome Update. Great product. You have the possibility of pulling those rookie debut patches. Even that brought in a lot of new collectors, and they're probably wondering, what in the world is all this breaking business? So a break is, and they do it different ways. Some people do it like a random number, like the cards on the back have numbers, like maybe number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to a 0, and they random 10 spots, and you get whatever cards end in the 4. If you get the 4, if you get the 5, you get the cards end in a 5, or if they're serial numbered, you would get, like, if there's a 1 of 1 card in this box, the person who has the 1 spot would get that card. It's basically, you're dividing the cost of the box between multiple people. And sometimes they'll do it by divisions, like, let's say let's say you get randomized the American League East, okay? So you would get all the cards of players from the American League East, like the Orioles here. You would get all the Jackson Holidays in here. You'd get all the Yankees. There's just countless ways that breakers have found to break. They even break it down by player. Usually those are like really big breaks, like cases and cases of cards, where you buy that player. So let's say you bought the Jackson Holiday spot. Okay, so out of these 5 cases, or however many cases are in this break, you would get all the Jackson Holiday cards. And they do that, if it's a player break, they sell every single player. Excuse me. But I think one of the biggest money makers for the breakers is probably the team break. So a team break, you probably guessed it, is you buy a team from the break. Let's say you wanted the Orioles because you're excited about Jackson Holiday. So you would pay for the Orioles, and then all the Orioles that are in this box will be sent to you. Now, I think the team break concept is being abused greatly in breaking. And I'll show you an example here if we have enough time. But when breaking first was invented, I give credit to Cards Infinity, Chris Justice. He invented breaking. And he did it in a very fair, very fun way. Like, back in those days, he would take his cost of the boxes there'd be a little bit of markup so the shop makes money. He gets to cover costs of top loaders. And like breakers will commonly sleeve and top load your hits, which that's a cost to them. So that's part of the cost of buying into the brake. And plus to cover their shipping cost of shipping the items to you. But it wasn't like exorbitant. It was a nice little bonus for the shop because they get views of and exposure of opening the box, make a little bit of more money than they would have if someone just came in and bought the box. But it wasn't extravagant. Nowadays, it's obscene how much some of these breakers are making on brakes. And this is what I'm talking about, bad breakers. Now I'm just going to randomly go. I have my trusty laptop here. And we're going to just find a team brake. Now, you might say, oh, this one breaker started this. What has it grown into today? Well, today, it's massive. There are thousands of breakers now. And that is the number one reason why box prices for cards are out of control and insanely expensive. And it's spreading to non-sports. It's spreading to TCGs like Pokemon rip and ship people. It's this breaking concept that, in theory is pretty cool. You can possibly get some players on your team at a cheaper cost than buying a box. But it has also caused the box prices to skyrocket, which kind of puts people like me that, maybe I don't want to buy into brakes. I just want to buy a box to open on the channel. The box has become so expensive, it just doesn't make sense to buy it to open it. And an example of that would be in 2017. We'll use 2017 as an example. Or around 2016, 2017, you could buy a box of Bowman Chrome all day for like $50 a box. $50 to $60 a box. Hobby box. Now, those same hobby boxes cost sometimes up to like $250 to $300 a box on day one of release. And why, you may ask, are the prices so expensive? Well, it's that expensive because there's so many breakers that break Bowman Chrome and stuff like this that they will pay whatever price they need to pay for the boxes. So, of course, the box prices are going to skyrocket because, like Topps or in Bowman, they make Bowman. So Topps knows we can sell these for $250 a box and still sell every single box we print because all these breakers will be buying them. And plus, Topps is owned by Fanatics. And guess who one of the biggest breakers and breaking sites is Fanatics Live. And they get better prices than you and me on Topps products. So already they're getting the boxes cheaper than you. And they don't care how much they pay because they're going to pass all that cost of the box onto the breakers or the people buying into the brake. And on top of that, they're making obscene numbers on the brakes. And this is where I was going to randomly pick somebody. I'm going to pick... this is a company. They're a very big seller of cards. They're... I don't want to give away who it is, but they get their boxes at much cheaper costs than you and me buying from stores or from hobby shops and things like this. Even like if you buy directly from Topps, this company, I promise you, is getting it cheaper than you're getting it. So already their cost basis per box is less than you. So let's just go here. I will quickly find one of their breaks. And I'm not going to mention the names of these breakers in these videos because I'm going to be exposing some of their tricks here, and I don't want them blowing back on me. Which, trust me, there's enough money in this modern breaking world that you could get some blowback for exposing their ridiculous habits. Okay, let's see if we can find a break here. We'll use this. I'll see if they're breaking it. I don't think they're probably breaking any of this, but we probably should pick something a little more recent. So I'll just talk amongst yourselves as I try to find this. Let's see. Yeah. Trying to find one that is something that interests me. Some of these breaks don't interest me. Here we go. This is like all their breaks that they have right now. Let's see. Let's pick one. Well, we'll just use this one. So I'm going to pause the video and find a good one, and then we will continue when I find a good one. That way it's not just a dead air here. Okay, sorry for that little pause there. Okay, so we're going to use this as an example. This breaker is actually selling a 2-box break of this. This is 2024 Bowman's Best. Great product. I love it. I actually bought this box from Tops on a pre-order. I think I paid $300 for it. Maybe three something, maybe with taxes and all that. They are selling 2 boxes. This is a 2-box break. Okay, so they'll have 2 boxes of this and it's a random division. Okay, so in baseball there's 6 divisions. So you simply, this is a good way to see if your breaker is ripping you off. So just take the 6 divisions. Okay, first let's get the box price. Well, I'll tell you what the break price is. They're selling out of 2 boxes one of these random 6 divisions for $220. Okay, so let's see what they're actually selling Bowman's Best for, and then we can, because I'm using the price that I was able to get. And I guarantee you they are charging more than what I was able to get in their website. So we'll type in Bowman Best. So they actually have, okay, so they're selling hobby boxes of Bowman's Best for $565 if you just wanted to buy a box. That to me is, that's crazy. That's like, it's approaching double what I paid for a box straight from Tops. And trust me, you don't get like, I am just a regular guy that opens some boxes on YouTube. I don't get any special prices from Tops. So the fact I was able to get a box for 300 something, and they're selling them now, I mean, this is after the release day, for $565. That's crazy. So now that you know their box price, so I'm going to take my calculator here. So they're selling 2 boxes, which in reality probably cost them about $700 maybe, if they paid, you know, what I paid for the box, for my box. Okay, so I simply take my calculator here. We'll go the 220 times 6. So that's $1,320 they're making in this break by selling these 6 spots. So you divide that by the 2 boxes that they're putting in the break. They're selling those boxes for $660 each. And that is a 500. They're selling them on their website for $565. So they're making $95 more per box than what it costs, what they're selling them if you just bought a personal box on their website, which is already super expensive. And if you think about what they actually paid for this box, you know, on release time, I'm sure it couldn't have been more than 300 something. So they're pretty much doubling their money on these boxes by selling them in a break. And this is a very, this is one of the less greedy type of breaks, is division breaks. Just wait till we do a video on a team break, and you will see it'll be eye-opening. We'll do that on our next episode of Bad Breakers. But so as you can see, they're making, just on their website prices, $95 per box, pure profit. So they're able to. Now, this website, I don't know if their breaks, they probably include the price of the topplers and stuff, but, you know, if you buy a division, you're going to get basically 1/6, so basically a third of a box, because you're getting 1/6 of 2 boxes. That's 1/3 of 1 box. And let's see how many packs. So 12 pop. So you're basically going to get 4 packs worth of cards. So they're going to have to ship those, of course, but trust me, it's not going to cost them $90 some, or that was $90 per box. It's not going to cost them $180 or $190 to ship to 6 people. Basically 4 packs worth of cards. Insane to me. Just absolutely insane. So, that's another way you can look at it, is you have Bowman's Best here. Even if you just got the average of basically 4 packs worth of cards, is that worth $220 to you to buy 4 packs of Bowman's Best? You know, you just have to, when you are looking to get into a break, guys, look at the cost. Look at what these boxes actually cost. You can go to their website and see how much they're charging for the box, which is what I did, and their markup from their own inflated price of the box. Yeah, this is a bad breaker. A bad breaker should not be making $180, $190 off of 2 boxes in pure profit just because they're breaking it. That's ridiculous. Honestly, shame on breakers like this. And this is why box prices are insane, because you know what? If they sell out of all of their Bowman's Best, they have no problem of paying another $500 a box for cards, because guess what? Their next break, they're going to be charging you that much more for the break, and there's enough foolish people out there that don't look into things that will pay that to get into the break, and they are always going to be making their money. Trust me. Breakers always win. They are making their money, and a huge profit at that. And this is not just some little small shady breaker. This is one of the biggest distributors of cards out there. And we just use them in this tiny little example on a little simple 6-division baseball break of 2 boxes, and saw in even this tiny little 2-box break how much they're making. Imagine what they're making on a case break of a team break. We will check that next episode of Bad Breakers. All right, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you like this new show idea? Is it something that just you don't like to see? We'll probably do it for a while and see if it catches on any. But I'll try to come up with a cool intro and stuff for the Bad Breakers show. But there's episode 1. All right, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos later.
Like paint pots and I cannot lie. You are the brothers I can't deny.